I really didn't realize that it had started. So welcome to another week of readings from the Science of Mind magazine. Welcome to another work week. Welcome to just another week. Today is about gratitude. Express gratitude for small things. How about that? First quote is from a lady called Melody Beattie, whom I don't know, who says, "Gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity." And more about her later, actually, because there is a little bit more about her. Ernest Holmes says, "What we need to do is to, we've all heard this before, eliminate the negative and accentuate the positive. In doing this, we gradually acquire the habit of affirmative thinking." How about that? And this is from Diana. She says, "One of the most useful practices I've discovered for getting through tough times is that of daily gratitude. When life events are difficult, listing the things for which we are grateful can help ease our weary souls. Gratitude shifts our thinking away from troubles and it redirects it towards something uplifting and hopeful. It doesn't eliminate all hardships, but it does assist us in balancing our challenges with the good life offers to us, with the good that life offers to us each day. The cliche, things could be worse, is often true. Yet even when the worst seems to be at hand, and she says the death of a loved one, a major catastrophe, and so on, gratitude is still a useful tool. In these situations, gratitude reveals to us the smallest of blessings that we might otherwise overlook. A kind gesture from a stranger, access to hot water, a friend who visits unexpectedly, a bit of sunshine on a cloudy day, a pet who snuggles up next to us when we feel sorrowful. He goes on to say, try a daily gratitude practice. And this is to all of us. So list three things for which you're grateful each morning. Okay, I can do that. Before your evening meal or before bed. In other words, twice a day. You might want to keep a gratitude journal, jotting down a few things each day. Maybe I'll do that, maybe I won't, but I will do the gratitude part. I will do the three things. Gratitude is a simple practice, but it is a powerful tool. And then here's about the first quote. As Melody Beattie, pioneering author in the recovery movement, says, "Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow." I once gave a Sunday talk on gratitude, and I quoted a bunch of examples. One was an attorney whose business had gone to hell in a handbasket, and he lost his clients, he was losing his family, it was a big mess. And then all of a sudden, he got the idea to start jotting down things for which he was grateful. And within a year, his life completely turned around again. And that's the only thing he did differently. And I always remember that. There was a bunch of others, actually. There was a lady who wanted to be, they used to call them stewardesses, now they're flight attendants. She wanted to be a flight attendant with a particular airline. And it never seemed to be happening. So she just kept imagining herself being that flight attendant and being extremely grateful that she was. And guess what happened? Yep, she became a flight attendant. Actually, with that airline, but through a third airline. So, but it was still with the airline she wanted to be with. So, and there were several more actually. So, examples of gratitude in action, gratitude working. So, it's enough to convince me that I should start doing it again. I did it for a while and then I dropped off. I'm doing it again. I'm also grateful for the fact now that my wife is cooking our meal. She's actually out there cooking. I said, "Do you mind if I do my daily reading while you cook?" She said, "No, that's fine." So that's what she's doing. We just came back from being models in a older person's fashion show. How about that? I modeled a couple of things, a business outfit and then this casual outfit that I'm wearing actually. My wife modeled two casual outfits with a hat, of course. Always wears a hat. So, Well, that's really all I've got for today. Enjoy the start of the week. Let's all start this gratitude practice and see what it does for us. I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for birds chirping in the trees, and I'm grateful for sunshine. I was going to make it one affirmation. And thought, no, she's telling us to do it 3 times. I'm grateful for this day. I'm grateful for the birds chirping in the trees, and I'm grateful for the sunshine. 3 things. So she practices what she preaches. Reverend Lisa will be on tomorrow morning on Creative Life Spiritual Center's Facebook channel, Facebook page. I will be back on wherever you see me tomorrow evening. So until then, have a really wonderful day. Hope the week is starting off great for you, and we'll see you next time. And I'm just knowing for every person here that gratitude becomes a part of each and every one of our lives, each day and every day. And so it is.